The purpose is to basically sow complete chaos and to bring down society. These members have a general hatred for society, the way society currently is.
A Baltimore County man with ties to a network of, quote, nihilistic violent extremists in custody. What charging documents reveal about his scheme to use the internet to blackmail young girls into dangerous acts. 20-year-old Eric Lee Madison of Halethorpe faces federal charges. He's accused of sexually exploiting children, online coercion and enticement, and cyberstalking.
David Collins exclusively exposed the 764 network back in September, and I want to warn you, some of the content in this story is graphic. So David, how many cases does the FBI have regarding this group?
The FBI has more than 300 cases nationwide and over a dozen here in Maryland. The leads are coming from a variety of sources, including cyber tips, local law enforcement, the victim's family, friends, religious leaders, teachers, and guidance counselors.
A house of internet horrors. According to the FBI, this is the home base of Eric Lee Madison. The 20-year-old is accused of targeting young girls playing Roblox. He befriends them, then coerces them to videotape sex acts, cut themselves, and commit violent crimes. According to federal court documents, Madison is associated with a loosely connected group called 764.
So as far as the actions that they have these victims take, it's probably some of the most egregious that I've encountered in my career.
Baltimore Supervisory Special FBI Agent Nick DeGeorge, an expert on 764, talked about the network, but not this specific case, which is still under investigation.
So 764 is a network. We consider them nihilistic violent extremists. And that's an ideology where basically members of this network, or those who aspire to that ideology, have a general hatred for society.
According to court papers, Madison told minors his name was Leo and that he was associated with 764. Court documents link Madison to 5 victims, one as young as 13.
They kind of recruit, groom them, and then have them move over to more of a encrypted messaging platforms such as Discord, Telegram.
Court documents indicate Madison had 11 accounts, including Discord and Telegram. The FBI contends Madison instructed victims to post cutting themselves and write messages in blood on the wall. 764 would hold watch parties. One victim was told to kill her sister's dog but refused. Those who didn't comply with orders were threatened with swatting or hurting their family and friends. The FBI says Madison threatened a 14-year-old victim on his Discord account. "I'm going to make sure your mom knows what you do. If you don't start slitting your thighs, I promise." The FBI says 764 usually targets young, vulnerable girls.
Those can be individuals who may have certain learning disabilities. We have encountered a lot of victims who may have autism that are somewhere on the spectrum that may just simply not know any better.
Parents and guardians are advised to monitor the child's online activity. Talk with them about the risks of sharing information. Look for sudden changes in personality and checks for signs of self-harm. Madison remains in federal custody, and this isn't the first contact he's had with law enforcement. We have more on that on the WBAL TV app. Reporting live from the newsroom, David Collins, WBAL TV 11 News.